Thousands rally in Romania against coronavirus restrictions. Thousands of people demonstrated in the main squares of the Romanian capital on Saturday against new coronavirus restrictions announced by the government this week to fight a steep rise in infections. Roughly 15,000 people in the Romanian capital protested on Saturday against recent measures announced by the government aimed at curbing further spread of COVID-19. Protesters, mostly not wearing face masks, gathered in university and Victory squares outside government offices, holding Romanian flags, blowing vuvuzelas and shouting, "Freedom, freedom without certificates, and down with the government." Local media put the number of demonstrators at 15,000. The new measures due to take effect on Sunday include restricting entry to public spaces such as theaters, cinemas, restaurants and gyms to people who can present a digital certificate proving they are fully vaccinated or have had the illness. The number of new COVID-19 infections reached a record high of 12,590 on Saturday, and authorities said intensive care units were running out of space. Romania has the second lowest vaccination rate in the European Union, just ahead of Bulgaria. Weekend curfews have been introduced for unvaccinated, and the government plans to make inoculations mandatory for healthcare sector's workers, doctors and nurses. The government has also made face masks mandatory in all public spaces in places where the case incidence exceeds 6.0 per thousand people. Bucharest reached a record of 8.28 per thousand new infections over the past 2 weeks, among the country's steepest rates. Among the protest organizers was an ultranationalist parliamentary grouping that is hoping, together with other opposition parties, to topple the centrist government on October 5, when a parliamentary vote of no confidence is scheduled. The meager vaccination rate is particularly worrisome given that the country is grappling with a surge of COVID-19 cases. The country saw close to 11,000 new COVID-19 cases on Friday and over new 12,000 cases the day prior, per data from the World Health Organization. In comparison, new cases were in the double digits for parts of June and July. Earlier this year, both Greece and France also grappled with protests over COVID-19 mitigation measures. Both countries required their healthcare workers to get vaccinated, and France implemented a similar COVID-19 health pass that would tell businesses if French residents had been vaccinated